Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping all sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine.
Coach from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will start with an option going left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Wrong.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 2, Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now we carry from Mack, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try the air now with Locke. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Mack able to spin free. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it with Mack, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Jackson steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He can't get him down. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. Now a hit, in lock, lost the football. It's out, and the Ravens have got it.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Hut!
They go play action now. Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Hut!
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Throwing
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Rolling.
They run with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Run it off.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
11 feet.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Luck. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Mack. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A huge play that time for the Colts. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It shakes it off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Just beating the play clock is Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Luck on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Mack. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Staying on the ground with Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Middle. 674.
Here's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Powers through. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Flushed out right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
53.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Wrong.
From the 50, it's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, that's Mack. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on first down. Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw on second down is Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, that's Mack. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. This is Ingram on first and 10. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. He spins free. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And the Ravens taking the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Good, good! Good, good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 50.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Luck. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.